Darn it. No, this white shirt underneath ain't gonna cut it. Mm. What is up? Once again, if that zero doesn't turn into a number bigger than zero in the course of 5 minutes, I will end the live and that'll be it for the day. Uh, shoot. Let's see. There we go. A little bit better. Didn't really like the extra color. All right. But as the title suggests, I am not feeling too well. Woke up, woke up to an earache and a toothache, and this obnoxious, really like I don't know if y'all noticed it or not, but I shaved recently, and because I shaved recently, I got like I got a little zit like right there, and the zit is only getting bigger and is only hurting more. How's it going? I'm doing okay, man. I'm just like I said, earache, toothache, and I got a zit because of this. I got a zit because I shaved, and it's not been a good feeling. I actually I woke up earlier today, and then I went back to sleep because it was just that bad. But I also am a little upset because one of my old coworkers had passed away recently, and I always say it's weird when it's somebody you know. Me and this we weren't close. We worked together. He was a cool guy, but it's just like he was young, and that's the part that kind of messed with me. I truly 100% believe that passing away in your 50s is fairly young. You know what I mean? Because it's like there's people, people are living. I believe that people are living longer nowadays. So it's like if you're like to put this in perspective, there's this model who's like 80 years old and she's on threads and she's always recording herself like jumping rope and working out and stuff like that. So when I see somebody pass away like in their 50s, I'm just like, man, that is young. That's a what a way to go. Like his kids probably gonna be like, his kids are probably like teenagers. And that really kind of stressed me out a little bit. It's like, and it's always weird. Is for me, like I don't take death well, so like that's definitely like something that kind of like stresses me out a little bit. And like I said, I didn't. It's weird when you know the guy because when you don't know the person, like I don't want to say I want to dissociate, but it's definitely like one of those things where I'm like, I want to be able to like be bummed out and just be like, and kind of go on with my day. But it's like I'm finding myself remembering the moments that I had with this guy. Like I haven't worked at that job for more than a decade, and it's like I'm starting to remember all the times where we did work out, where we did like work together and work shifts together, and we had conversations and stuff like that. And he was always a cool dude the whole time, and but yeah, it's like it's always weird when like it's somebody close to you that passes away. But wherever he is, and I want to believe that he's in a good place. He ain't got to worry. Like if he was, he ain't got to worry about dying again. You know, like he's a inner peace and things of that nature. Um, but yeah, like I said, this really big zit, earache, and a toothache, and I am just not. Oh man. But I did get a email from that job that I interviewed from. They basically, I like to think that that means something. I like to think that that means something. It just ultimately said, thanks for the interview. We'll be looking further into it. So I'm hoping that that's a good sign. Like they're looking, because like normally I get emails from like job perspectives, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, we decided to look the other way," which yeah, so it's like hopefully I'm hearing, like I said, hopefully something happens. I'm gonna call them up in a couple of days, like let them know, hey, I heard you guys were looking at my application again. What do you guys say? I think the irony too is that like the job that I applied, like I used with my old coworker that passed away. I used to work at Home Depot. With this current job that I'm hoping that I got something for, I just got here and just heard death and a toothache. Life sucks like that. Um, but yeah, like by the way, 5 people up in here already. 5 people before 5 minutes and only one like. What is up? What? Or what? Four of y'all don't like a brother? What is that? But in any case, though, but yeah, like I said, it's hello, Miss Maya, how you doing today? The Almighty Emperor, who's I'm gonna start calling you Faceless Emperor until you actually like get on, until you actually like get online and do things. But I won't lie to y'all. Like I said, I'm feeling terrible, and I'm feeling physically terrible. And one of my it was my I thanks, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's like I said, toothache, earache, you know, toothache, earache, really big zit. And I don't know if y'all ever had like zits before, but y'all like, does it ever like feel like does it ever feel like it's trying to like it's pushing against your face and it hurts a little bit? Cause like I could lance it, like I could take something, but it will hurt so bad right now. And also it will be liquidy. I don't really like the whole liquidy thing. I prefer the solid, so that way when you lance it, you could just pull it out. You know. Gotta see if I can like go to that doctor and like get that taken care of. Oh, I'm sorry to the one person who left. Was it too graphic for you? If your earache is on the same side as a tooth issue may be radiating into your ear. That might be the case. I live to do stuff like that. You live to pierce your you live to pierce your zits. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking it is too, because it is the earache is and my also where my toothache is. And that is not a good feeling. I can't stand it. But yeah, like I said, and I went to like I said, the pain was so bad that I went to sleep. I woke up earlier and then went right back to sleep. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. Sorry, y'all. Had to check something out. Poor thing. That's the worst. Popping zits, lancing tools, any sort of stuff like that. Clicks keys, music to my ears. Very funny. Yeah, I'm doing a whole bunch of I'm multitasking a little bit. But yeah, like I am. But yeah, like I said, I feel yeah, I do in fact feel very terrible. Yes, I do. Wow, six people in here and still six people in here and three likes. That means that half of the people up in here do not like your boy. They just popped up just to say I dislike him, but I'll watch and see what happens. Um, but yeah, but like I said, there is some good news. I did ultimately I did you take painkillers? If your face starts to swell, be concerned. I didn't take painkillers. I didn't take painkillers. I'm kind of just like I do have like some medicine that I can take, but I don't know if painkillers is one of them. But seven people. My goodness, I should go live more. I should go live around this time more. Eight people. That is crazy. All right, show of hands. Who's up in here right now? I'm gonna assume that at least like four of y'all are real people. Ms. Maya is in the building. The emperor is here. By the way, Maya, I thank you for showing up because I was about to actually watch your video and I'm reminded to do that now. Your most recent video. Matter of fact, if you want, I can actually react to your if you want to, I can actually react to your video on here on the stream. That's if you're cool with it. The reason why I can react, the reason why I'm gonna like hold on. First of all, if you're cool with that, let me know if you got copyrighted music. I have another coming up. I have to edit it. That's awesome. If you want to, I can watch it on here, and like I can, like I said, I can do like a little react video to it. But first, I have to know if you had any like copyrighted music on it or something. Because if you do, then it's gonna mute the whole thing. But like I will no copyrighted music, but I don't like listening to my voice. Okay, well, is that a no? Do you not want me to like? If you don't want me to watch it on here, that's fine. I'll just watch it. If you don't want me to watch it on here, that's fine. But I'll just so you know, I will watch it after I get done. But also, if you don't like listening to your voice, you can't make content and not like listening to your own voice. Like that's wild. Like that's like a singer saying, I don't like hearing myself sing. But like I said, you let me know if you don't want me to. You let me know if you're cool with it or not, and I'll follow your wishes. No problem. But have you watched Banned Mormon cartoon video yet? I have not watched Banned Mormon cartoon video yet, but I'm pretty sure the reason why I didn't watch it is because it's banned, which makes it hard to get. This dude is like, have you watched a video called "This is completely illegal"? No, because I can't find the illegal video. That's wild, man. But also, part of me, like I ain't gonna lie, part of me feels bad for the Mormons a little bit. It's like because it's like my biggest problem with cults. No, it's not. It's just titled that. I know that's the joke. Just searching on YouTube. I got it. It's like that's the joke though. I mean. Don't watch it online. It's like 20 minutes long. What the video? What your video? Yeah, I did a step-by-step easy cooking video. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't know if you noticed or not, but like my lives when I want them to, they're usually like about a good 3 hours. So I'm pretty sure 20 minutes of it watching your stuff wouldn't be that terrible. But you said not to watch it on live. I'm gonna respect those wishes. By the way, y'all, Maya's hot. So like check out her channel. She is on my profile. For anybody who just happens to be interested, you can go on my profile. There should be something called recommended channels. Search through that. Look for Ms. Maya. Look for Ms. Maya's name. Give her a subscribe. Check her out. She is going to start being a lot more consistent with her stuff now. So definitely recommend y'all looking into it. I'll make cooking videos as a part of my content moving forward. That'd be cool. True, Lord knows I need to learn that. So I don't cook that often. So I mean, you're gonna be you'll be doing me some favors. But yeah, like I said, I feel terrible. I feel terrible right now. And it's like I'm riding this out too. Like I'm not really like I ain't taking no painkillers or nothing. It just hurts. It's like, and like my whole thing is that like I keep thinking to myself, like one of my a friend of mine once told me that like if something's bad about your teeth, uh, but yeah, like I'll tell, but like I said, you watch your like I said, you make your videos, I will watch them. You just let me know. I'll also like leave a comment when I can as well. All about supporting over here, dog. Shoot, why is this thing not popping up? I don't know if people hate it or liked it with no feedback. That's what I'm saying. Because I got 124 views and only 4 likes and 2 comments. Yeah, trust me. Like, believe me, I totally get it. Like, I'm right in the 124 likes. I mean, 124 views. That's good. That's really good, man. Shoot, you don't need you don't need me. You don't need me to watch. I'm just watching because I'm interested. But I do kind of like I mean. Shoot. I don't know if people hate it or liked it with no feedback. Trust me, like I said, that's the reason why I kind of don't like I actually like a little bit of a confession here. I like going live, but the whole reason why I go live is because I want to talk to people. And I kind of don't like the idea of people not talking. So I kind of don't really like going live as much anymore. Because in my brain, the first thing I'm thinking of is I'm boring, I'm uninteresting, and people don't care about my lives. And I'm trying my best to sort of challenge that by continuing to go live because that's kind of how I get like a lot of my interactions and stuff. But it's like when people don't talk, I immediately go straight to the worst ideas possible because it's like, oh, nobody cares because they're watching because they want something bad to happen to me on live so they can laugh about it. And that's immediately where my brain goes. So I'm like, man, sometimes I'll be like, man, I shouldn't even go live because nobody cares about it anyway. But it's like I totally get it. The lack of feedback, it's stressful. And it's like, my whole thing is that, like, guys, if you want something bad to happen to me on live, just give it a moment. It will, just not on this one. I'm just here so I don't get dumped. Are you sick? I can never dump you. You're the one that's going to ultimately dump me. I'm joking. Love you, honey bun. That's funny, though. I'm just here so I don't get dumped. I need to get you in like fake locks and sunglasses for that. She gonna be like, I'm surprised you didn't show up with, why I'm here. To which I say, no, I don't. But yeah, like I said, outside of being sick and well, not being sick, but outside of this toothache and this earache and this 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 zit that I'm trying to get it like once it stops hurting, I can like lance it. But like once it stops hurting, I'm gonna lance it. But it's like it's throbbing right now. It is not a good feeling. Like I remember when I was in the hospital and there used to be like this little cream that they put down to like there was this cream that they had put on me in order to like cut into my skin so they could so they could so they could do something. I think it was either to remove something or to close a gash or something like that. But it's like in my brain, I'm like, man, I wish I had that because I could just put it on, and then just get rid of it. Get rid of this zit right here. This zit hurt, bro. And it feels lumpy. So it's like, I'm hoping that is not what I think it is. But yeah, like I said, it's like lumpy zits are not fun. All right. Okay, I was checking out Maya's channel on a separate device. And yeah, you're right. She's a pretty gal. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I said. She's pretty, like I said, I don't know what it is, man. I got like all the baddies on here, which I just think is kind of crazy. It's like I got my girlfriend, Ashley Barrett, Maya, all the pretty girls in the chat say, hey yo. Oh God dang, this hurts. This hurts. Okay, I am baddies with unbalanced minds. That should be like, hey, honestly, I will totally go along with that. Joey, what do you think? Why is she laughing about that? What's funny about that? The only reason why they're here is because you're here, Emperor Megas. Like, let's not forget, Emperor Megas is actually a very attractive man too. That's why every other conversation we have is about him and one of his exes. The dude has he's had all the women. Like if y'all actually pay attention, like he has like it's always my ex, my ex, my ex. It's like dude has had all the women. That sure is giving me 90s vibes. I dig it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Just trying to get on your level. This dude is like, that's not even half true. Are you serious? That's not even half true. What do you mean that's not half true? This like, bro, like, how many ex-girlfriends have you had? One way out here, like, nah, man, that ain't me. Exactly. You've had all the women. This dude is like the Sultan of swag. Let's see. That should not even half true. Fewer than most guys. You know what? Let me count. Wait, you first. What about you? I've had I have one ex. One. One ex. This is how many exes I've had. This many. Like you see that? Hold on, wait. Let me type it in the chat real quick. Let me type that in the chat real quick, just so we're clarifying. One. That's how many exes I've had, right there. This many. This many. Right here. Can you see? That's how many exes I've had. This many. And just to clarify, it's just one. Just in case you didn't, just in case I wasn't clear on that, just one. Just one. This dude said fewer than most guys. Ha. Okay. Homeboy's about to he got to count on another set of figures. Like I said, bro, you're the salt and the swag. Like if anything, I would totally I would totally take like Riz advice from you. Okay, and what happened there? We weren't compatible anymore. That's all that happened. Like she got tired of me and I don't blame her. But also it was a long distance relationship and I was too poor to I was like really poor at the time, so it was really not a chance of me being able to like go see her. There's like a lot and there was a lot of arguing involved too. But yeah, like I said, she got tired of me. Which I mean like that's possible. I'm not, you know, but also like I'm not good at dating. Don't start with that Delph separate. Oh my god, I can't talk right now. But no, that's what happened though. That's what happened. Like I was doing stuff that I clearly did things that she was not okay with, and it just continued until she just got tired of it. What I specifically did, I'm not going to go into detail about, but a lot of it involved me being ticked off at people online instead of me sort of like just hmm, yeah, I rather devote energy into online fights than I would my relationship, and she saw that better than I did at the time. No, I don't want to say I was being a chud, but people were just being stupid with me, and and I was just being more agitated at them than I was at like caring about the relate. Like it was I was devoting more time and energy into stuff that I hated instead of people that I loved, and she understood that better than I did. So yeah, she was like, I'm not trying to play second best to like internet arguments. And essentially that was yeah, and it was like essentially, and I didn't see it until I didn't see it until like I actually started revisiting our old conversations. Like we're still friends now. Like there's no love lost between us. Like we're still bros, but like clearly we can't date like anymore. But hey, trial run. But yeah, like the trial run didn't. What's the one I'm looking for? The trial run like took its time, and we got a chance. Like I said, we got a chance to feel each other out, which is really weird to say now, but we're still buds. And I am, like I said, to this day, I'm still not proud of it. But it's like I just want her to know, hey, I'm still, hey, just so you know, you're my ex girlfriend, not my enemy. Can we still be friends? She was like, why not? But once again, this is the one that I've had, just one, just one. Dingo uno. What about you though? But then again, like you've had like 50. This dude probably might have like a new girlfriend like every year of his birthday. Dude didn't get birthday gifts. He got birthday girlfriends. You should take care not to do the same thing with the self-deprecating stuff. You're internalizing a lot of the strife now instead of just going at it with other people. You're into It's still a negativity sink. Eh? I'm just trying to take accountability for like I'm trying to take accountability for like what kind of crappy boyfriend I was. It's like, I was always taught like, if something bad happens, it's your fault. And I say, you know what? You're right. It's my fault. My bad. I just wish I knew what I did to get this toothache, man. Like it's not even my tooth, it's not even my tooth, it's my gums. Because it doesn't really feel like that specific tooth. It just feels like that region of my jaw. Like it feels like I got punched in the face, and I didn't get punched in the face. Ah, God, man, this. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, there's 60 y'all have been here talking about yourselves. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. What I'm saying is, it's better use of energy to work on appreciating yourself rather than beating yourself up so much. JoJo would tell you the same thing. If you don't have dental insurance and you need to be looked at, if there's a look and see if there's a dental school near you that would take free or reduced cost patients. I worked for a college with dental students who offered free and extremely discounted care at the in-school dental clinic that I oversaw. Yo, good looking out. I appreciate that. Like, I don't think there's anything I have to like. I don't think there's anything I need to like look at though. But I will check into that because Lord knows. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, if I was like really sick, I'm not going to a hospital. Like, if I was like really, really like the last time I went to a hospital was because I got hit with the Bell's palsy, and I went to the hospital just to see if I had Bell's palsy, and that was like almost $100. Okay, I'm just letting you know because I don't want you in pain because you have low funds. I appreciate that. I'm gonna definitely look into like if there has like some sort of dentistry educational facility nearby or something. Because yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. And I do not want to go to a hospital. Like too many people go to a hospital and they don't come back and they got like $1 million in debt. 13. I think I've had 13 actual relationships. Yeah, this dude said 13. Boo. More like 31. Whenever you decide to say the real number, I'm here. But nah, I'm kidding. I believe you're 13, but like I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Wait, why would I say I believe it and then that's messed up? But nah, I believe you're 13. It's just the way that you be talking. I just assume that you're the mayor of Mactown. You know what I'm saying? The governor of getting down. Uh, the uh, uh, the president of put. Never mind. But it's like yeah, the way that you talk, I just immediately assume, yeah. But that's still a lot, man. That's a lot, especially if like some of those lasted a few years. Like I said, I give you some serious props, man. Not every guy can have that many relationships. Like you gotta like, not, but then again, it's like women could probably look at you and immediately go, "Oh yeah, this dude got the swag in the bag." Most of them were on the window of me being 15 to 25 years old, and I never talk like that. You confusing me with someone else. I don't know how you talk, bro. I don't know how you talk. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, like the Sultan of Swagville. Do we still? I kind of hate the fact that we stopped using Mac to like talk to like talk about like dating and stuff like that. Because I used to like the word Mac, like the Mac Daddy. He's macking. It's like that was actually a cool phrase. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing back the Mac, almost as if it's returning. Yes, I am returning the Mac. There might be something there. Yeah. Mm. What is up, Shivadelphia? I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I love that name. This is an interesting conversation. That means that, oh God, that means that I am screwed. Well, Jovi, if I'm Jovi, just so you know, I'm just saying that Emperor Megas is the emperor of. I'm trying to think of a way to. I'm trying to think of something clever to say there. The emperor of. Mm, let's see, the governor of getting women, the mayor of Mac City, the emperor of. Man, I'll think of something. I'll think of something. What's Fantastic Dreams? People are going to believe that stuff, thinking I can actually, I actually think that stuff. You're going to make people hate me with that talk. I'm sorry, dude. I was kidding. I'm kidding. Just so y'all know, I'm kidding. I'm just giving Megas his props for being able to like give. Like I'll say this, Megas. Like all jokes aside, I 1 million%. I would rather like listen to you give out lady advice than I would probably listen to I don't know like these other relationship gurus because of the fact that you've been in a relationship before, you're in a relationship now, you kind of have like you seem like you understand like stuff about women a little bit and you haven't really pulled any of that alpha male crap. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got like these kids and also you're older. So it's like, like I feel like that part of me wants to believe that that means something, even though in some instances it don't. But what I'm saying though is that like like I would, but yeah, like just for anybody who's watching this, just know I'm making jokes. This is me making jokes about this guy. Also, like Shivadelphia, I love your name. It's Philadelphia, but it's also Shiva, and I did not know that there was I did not think that there would be like that's so clever. But what is Fantastic Dreams? Sure, because that sounds like something from the 70s. I've always done well in relationships. I'm still friends with most people I've dated. I feel like that's a green flag. I feel like that is a green flag. If you're like, I feel like if there's no hostile feelings between you and an ex, I feel like that's definitely like something that you could like look back on because because if they hate you, because if they hate you, something went wrong there. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying you have to be friends with all of your exes, but if all of your exes hate you, you know what I'm saying? The question is ultimately like the question is that like if everybody else is the problem, then you're the problem kind of thing. So, but yeah, but that's what I'm saying though is that like if I had like I would sooner, but also if I would wanted lady advice, I would probably ask my lady. That would actually be pretty funny. How come you don't see a whole lot of these? You know what I don't understand? How come you don't see a lot of podcasts informing men on how to like date from ladies that are in relationships? I don't think I've seen I don't think I've ever seen any like dating based podcast and there's a lady who's in a relationship just basically telling you what he did to get her and guys being like, oh, okay, then this worked for her, then I should do this for it's like that seems like that just makes more sense. Am I weird for that? I hope you feel more positive, healthy in the days ahead, and St. Patrick's Day love comes to you and to everyone in the world moving forward. I love this dude. I love you, Philadelphia. This is the nice. That's the nicest thing I ever heard. And I hope, and so as this is written, I wish the same for you as well. That is beautiful. Oh my god, like that is nice. That's a very nice thing to hear. Yeah, you're in a, but you're very much in a good mood, man. I see it. Like you're in good spirits right now. What's going on with you? Everything okay? I mean, I take it everything is good in your hood, huh? We are all God's children. And indeed. Ah, dang it. It feels like I just got punched in the face. Mm. I take things one day at a time. Mm. Hello? uh, I don't really. I probably might have to take like. I probably might have to get like some aspirin or something. This is. Ooh, this is helping actually. This feels good. This feels good. Just so we're all on the same page here, I didn't get into a fist fight. I just really. I just woke up with a toothache. Lord knows I can't really get into any fist fights right now. I don't feel like losing. But yeah, I definitely take things one day at a time too, buddy. Right there with you. Man. Wait, I got ice cups. I got ice cups I can do this with. Control what we can control. Absolutely. So, mm, give me 1 second, y'all. I just remember I got ice cups and let God do the rest. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? I'm about to go ahead and get a ice cup real quick because my jaw hurts. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. The dreams thing I said when you were thinking of what I was the emperor of the dreams. Okay, I was saying my handle is a form of a character named Megas, the emperor of fantastic dreams. Okay, I get it. I need to see that whatever it is because now I'm intrigued. Uh, hello. No, I'm kidding. It's my ice cup. uh, yeah, Emperor Megas. What else? But yeah, like I said, but how you guys doing out there? I'm pretty sure I want to believe that this toothache is gonna go away soon. But like in the meantime, I can't. I'm hopefully the only one here with a toothache. Y'all feeling okay out there? Tingo says people in El Chato. Dang, y'all leaving already? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm excited for the NCAA tourney. That's March Madness, right? Is that March Madness? I don't watch sports. 60 games each on Thursday and Friday. That is wow, that's beautiful actually. That sounds fun as heck. See, like I said, I don't know what March Madness is, but like I've seen commercials for it, and I haven't. Like, who do you have a specific? Do you have a specific team that you're pulling for? You've probably got a nice abscess that needs to be lanced. That's what I'm thinking too, but that thing hurt. Duke, Auburn, and Florida are the heavy faves. Are those the ones that you're going for? My whole thing is that like whenever I watch a sport, I don't go for a team that I think is going to win. I go for a team that I want to win. Because even if they lose, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm just going to be like, hey, better luck next time. I still love y'all. That's the reason why I'm still like, that's the reason why I'm a Pelicans fan in the NBA. Just because I like the upsets and the underdogs. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fun. It's not fun if you know who's going to win. Or rather, it's not fun if you're like, and also like I said, with me, I'm from Louisiana, so I'm going to support any team from Louisiana anyway, just because I'm from there, even if we don't win. Sports is positive. Always been a huge fan. Something always going on. I'm going to assume that you're from Philly too, which means that y'all got like a lot of y'all got a lot of good sports out there, like out in Philly. Or rather, y'all got like some pretty reasonable teams or some pretty decent teams. I mean, y'all got the Eagles. I'm always cheering for Big Ten teams in Memphis. What is Big Ten? What is Big Ten? Cold water isn't going to help. You should use heat instead. Draw it up and give it a nice lancing. Also, swish it with nice some warm salt water. I'm trying to numb it. Phillies baseball will make summer fun. Really? I didn't know Philadelphia had a. Wow, I'm really bad. I'm bad. I didn't even know that Philadelphia had a baseball team. And now I feel bad about that because that's a Maya. If you're still here, does Boston have a baseball team? Like I don't watch baseball. I don't watch baseball, and the only team I know in baseball is the Atlanta Braves. No, wait. I also know the New York Yankees. Okay, so is it the Yankees and the Braves, and that's it. Boston Red Sox. Okay, that's another one. Dude, Megas, let it go. Megas, this beef that you have with the city of Boston, like you need to call this city. Like it's weird because we got a Philadelphian up in here. He doesn't hate Boston nearly as much as you do. You gotta let it go, man. You gotta this beef that you have with the city of Boston. WrestleMania is coming up. Yes, it is. WrestleMania is definitely like it's a month away. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say WrestleMania is going to be in New Orleans. No, is it going to? No, it's going to be in Vegas this year, but it's going to be in New Orleans next year. The big matches that I know of for WrestleMania is going to be okay. So it's Jey Uso versus Gunther for the championship. I want to say John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for another championship. I'm going to assume those are the two big ones that I know of. I'm going to assume that CM Punk versus Seth Rollins is going to probably happen. They're going to have Roman Reigns at Mania. I just don't know what he's going to be doing. I'm trying to think about who's challenger for the Intercontinental Championship because it's like I believe that WrestleMania should be mostly for the title defenses, and it's like they haven't built anybody up for all these other titles yet. But I want to say maybe Nakamura versus LA Knight for the United States Championship because that would just make sense. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be in the sphere or not, but that would be so cool if it is. That would be really cool if it is. Like if it's in the sphere, I would. Oh man, that would be so dope. They would actually like. No good belt stories for the last few months. Honestly, no. There's been like I said, I mean, you got Cena versus Cody. That's happening, and we don't know. And Cena's heel now, so we don't know what could happen between Cena and Cody because up until Cena's win at Elimination Chamber, he's been on a losing streak for like maybe 7 years. It would be crazy if it's in the sphere. I agree. I agree for sure. But yeah, like if it's but yeah, like if he's in there, like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like I feel like that's gonna be the I feel like Cena versus Cody is gonna be the one that's gonna kind of like sort of gloss over everything else because that's the overarching story right now. Cena's not retiring heel. That's the thing. I don't. I feel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. Because the idea, I feel like he's going to become champion. Like there's a lot of people saying that he might win at Mania and become champion, and you'll have like Cena as a heel as a champion. First off, it'll be Cena breaking Ric Flair's streak because Ric Flair has the most title reigns apparently, and then it will also be he will be heel. He will also be winning at WrestleMania. It's just like also he's been also he beat his own losing streak. It's like there's so many like ways to go about it. But nah, like I don't know. I don't know. I know what you said earlier about the heat, but I don't know, man. I gotta numb this a little bit. Like I'm not lancing it today. I'm just gonna is the rock back? He kinda is. He kinda is. The Rock is he's now kind of in charge of WWE. Like he's kind of what Vince McMahon used to be. So it's like you got it's crazy how you got like the wrestlers running the show now. But yeah, like but yeah, The Rock is essentially back. He's not wrestling, but like there has been but it was supposed to be it was actually like last year, it was supposed to be The Rock versus Roman Reigns, but people started getting behind Cody and started supporting Cody. And that's why you know, like I said, we end up getting the Roman Reigns versus Cody, and quite possibly one of the best manias. But yeah, but yeah, the Rock's position there is kind of complicated to say the least. But I don't know if he's wrestling still, but like I don't know what it is, man. That dude will wrestle, and like he will wrestle if he wants to, but it's just crazy because like also he did wrestle at the last Mania. I just remember because he did but also I don't think that he's gonna retire heel either. But I mean, like I said, we never thought that he would go heel. So I mean, need a sec, y'all. They don't have stories to have a babyface like Cena retire heel. I haven't watched wrestling in decades, but I just don't see them or Cena actually committing to that. All I'm saying is that like if you actually, all I'm saying is that like if you saw the Elimination Chamber, it seems very likely that this is his last run is going to be as heel because he's been face for so long. But like that's hmm. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. Cena as a heel would be a good twist, creating a new rivalry with a good guy. Yeah, like actually, one of my friends was actually talking about that too. He said that like, because like whoever, if Cena does win at Mania, he will have the most WWE title reigns in WWE history, and whoever beats him will become basically our new goat. You know what I mean? Like if he wins, he will ultimately just be kind of like our yeah, like if because he'll have like because he will technically have had the most title reigns, beating out Ric Flair. And like also once again, if he wins at Mania, that's a title win at Mania is always like a big deal. But it's like the question is that if he wins, whoever beats him for the title, they can easily they'll probably become the new face of the company. They'll probably become the next like this is a there will be like a torch passing moment. Does that make sense? Yeah, so it's like it's kind of so it would be kind of a good thing to do. The question is the problem is that like WWE has gotten so unpredictable that like the WWE has gotten so unpredictable that we have no clue what can or will happen. Like because he could also just as easily lose at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? And everything that we say is like, I mean, it's just is like what is like right now we're at that moment. Like I love this era of professional wrestling because of the fact that I call it the unpredictable era. Because back in the day, it used to be you could tell what was going to happen, or you would know what's going to happen. You would have an idea. You ran the girls off talking too much about wrestling. Yeah, but it's like they were going to run off anyway. I mean, look at me. The only person who can love this face is my girlfriend. Ain't that right, honey? She'll respond. But yeah, y'all know me. I can talk about wrestling all day. They like that dating and relationship talk. Honest, no, they don't. Shoot, go shoot. See, what y'all need to understand is that like these female, I can't do it. God, I cannot. I actually been trying to work on my fake alpha male gimmick. I was trying to like, yeah, I actually was trying to like do something with it because I was gonna like make another channel where I was gonna like actually be I was gonna actually like do the whole fake alpha male give guys advice thing. And the only problem is that like I couldn't take myself seriously enough to actually do it. I kept laughing because like I have no clue how to I have no clue how to I actually did try stand up a long time ago and I got booed off the stage and I said to myself, never again. I actually did want to do like incel stand up comedy before I got a girlfriend because I had like a whole bunch of jokes that I was gonna do, but they were gonna be like a lot of really, really, really sexplicit jokes. They were gonna be sexplicit jokes, and I was gonna make a like it was a lot, man. I was gonna like I said, the joke was that like it was a gimmick. It was an incel stand up comedian, but like instead of being angry about what I was, it was a gimmick. It would have been a gimmick. It would have been a gimmick. Man, I like it would have been a gimmick, honey bun. I'm not saying the whole idea was that like I was gonna like I had like a whole bunch of jokes ready for like because the whole thing was it was gonna be a gimmick of being an incel doing a stand up comedy joke, and I was gonna open up with, and I was gonna open a bit. I was gonna open a routine up with I can't get a girlfriend, so I got a robot instead, and the whole thing was that like I was gonna like go off of that. Well, first the first it was going to be an extremely long bit about how like it was going to be an extremely long bit about how like how like it was gonna okay. I had a whole routine that I was going to do. It was going to be something. I had a whole routine that I was going to do as an incel stand up comic, and it was going. I think it was going to be I was gonna talk about how much I actually respect the gay community, and then I was gonna like it was gonna be like a whole thing about that, and then a girlfriend bit. Yeah, well, well, the joke was that like I was gonna talk about how much I respect the gay community, and then I was gonna say something like, so by saying all that, I wanted to start this off by saying I'm not homophobic, but they date. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not homophobic, but I hate them because they date. I don't hate them because they're gay. I hate them because they date. And the whole thing was that like I was going to talk about being single. I was going to talk about the fact that I'm single and they're not. And then I was going to talk about the fact that like the joke was that like so I was going to talk like I was going to say, oh, they date and I'm single, and then I was going to like make jokes about how I'm single and by myself, and it's like, and that's why I bought the robot. And then I was going to make fun of alpha males for making fun of me for getting the robot. And I was going to be like, and I was going to say something to the effect of, yeah, yeah. And that was the whole thing. I had like a whole routine that I was going to do like with it. And the whole idea was that like I was going to be single. So I was going to make fun of alpha males for it's like, oh, like, it's like, oh, yeah. And by the way, once I got the robot, the alpha males, they always picking on me. They always saying, you know, hey, you gotta, it's like the only reason why you got a robot is because you couldn't get a real girlfriend. I'm like going, yeah. Now we both know, numbnuts. It's like I know that. That's why I did it. Why are you just not figuring this out? And I was like, I had like a whole bunch of jokes I was going to do with it. But yeah, it was a lot that I was going to do. I had like a whole routine dedicated to it. Then I ended up getting a girlfriend, and I'm like, well, it's like, can I still do the incel comedy bit while you were apologizing to your girlfriend for your wrestling shtick? I was looking at that list I made of exes and realized more than a third of them are D. Wow. Holy crap. Wow, that is dark, bro. Wait, you're not. Oh, wow. That is grim. I know a lot of dead people. Okay, that's not something that you just casually say. That's not something you just casually say. Okay, I feel like that's a statement you just don't like. I feel like in any conversation is like it makes a lot of that sounds like something that I would say. I know a lot of dead people. Do I know a lot of dead people? Do I know a lot of dead people? Grandpa, like all of my three of my grandparents, Cameron, Fernando. Why am I trying to count how many dead people I know? See, this is the kind of conversations I can't be having. Well, he doesn't see them; he just knows them. They were all young too. Like, wait, they all died young? No, that sucks, dude. Like, I don't know about you, but that would absolutely cripple me a little bit. Like, that would hurt. Cause like now that, like, man, that's rough, dude. More than a third of them? Oh my god, dude. 5 of 13 that I know of. Please stop saying things. I've been watching lots on the American Missing in the DR. Are you talking about the Dominican Republic thing? Hello, Miss Christie. How are you doing today? I probably might still do the incel stand up comedy thing, but it's like the problem is that like if I do the incel stand up comedy thing, then like first a few things is going to probably end up happening. Obviously, people are going to think that I actually because like the whole thing is that like it's kind of a parody of incels. It's not like necessarily me like going on there and saying women, am I right? I feel like everyone enjoys a mystery. Everybody does enjoy a good mystery. The question is that like what's the whole thing about mystery is that like is you ultimately knowing something that you didn't know. just disclaimer it. That's the part. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. It's like, imagine like me, like, before I do the stand-up comedy bit, I'm going, hey guys, before I start, I just want you guys to understand real quick, everything that I'm saying is a lie. I'm telling you, people want to laugh right now. Yeah. I love how you said that as soon as Emperor Megas started laughing. Emperor Megas has a disturbed. Yeah, like that's the whole thing, is that like you can gain an audience from your comedy. I probably might actually do the incel stand-up comedy thing, but it's gonna be really, oh god, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be awful. Like it's gonna be awful because, like I said, because at some point I'm gonna talk about, like, at some point I'm gonna like make fun of women, and the whole idea is that like I'm not doing it because it, like, at some point I am gonna make jokes about women, but I'm not doing it because I'm sexist. I'm doing it because it's the bit, it's the bit of the joke, and I just don't want people to like go into that and thinking, oh, he actually does hate women because it's like, no, dude, it's a joke. It's like, don't, man, there's no fresh and fit over here. People get that if you laugh it off as soon as you tell comedic rants. That's the whole thing. Like there's a stand-up comedian right now that I'm actually like following. His name is Simon King, and he does that. Like his rants are, his bits are crazy because like he, first off, he talks fast and he yells. So he's like, he sounds like he's in an argument the whole time. And like I like what he, and the thing is that like it's really easy to like not pay attention to what he says because he's screaming and he's like, he sounds like this all the time. And he sounds like that. But it's like, if you actually pay attention to what he's saying, he's making fun of like bigots and homophobes and all those types of guys. And it's like, but it's so fast that it just sounds like he's just yelling at random. But you have a lot to say. You have a lot of insight on topics people enjoy. I appreciate that. Man, I'm going to be repeating that for days. What? What are you going to be repeating for days? You better not be repeating. Don't. What are you going to be repeating for days? What are you saying? Nah, but my whole thing is that like I don't want. Wow, no, please don't say that. Oh my god, please don't say that you're saying that because of me. Oh my, no, 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 no. I do not condone this man. I do not know this man. I don't condone this man. I do not know this man. This man is a stranger to me. Thank you. But yeah, like I said, but like the whole idea though is but the whole idea is I did have a stand up, but I did have a stand up routine that I did want to do. Like I said, I probably might do it online. Shoot, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm doing something with this. What do I have to do to be in a relationship? I have no clue, buddy. Like, you're talking to the wrong guy about that one. I'm in a relationship, but I still have no clue how it happened. I think she just like saw me and was like, I think she just saw me and said, "You're mine now," and I was like, "Okay." Like, I ain't gonna lie, I like to imagine that she just like came up to me one day and just said, just put me on her shoulder and just walked off, and I go, "So where are we going?" I probably wouldn't be. I would not be. I would not object to like like a lady just picking me up and going, "You might know," and I go, "Yeah, no problem." What kind of relationship do you want to be in? I have no clue, dude. Like, if I'm being real with you, I didn't know that there were different types of relationships. But I'm poly, so it's like I'm kind of open to all of them. Obviously, with ladies, of course. She picked me up like Fred Flintstone, and we were rolling. Honestly, like I said, I wouldn't mind that. Shoot. Sorry, I meant Shiva. I think he was just joking. I think he was just joking. I think he. Well, yeah, he was joking. But no, that's my whole thing. Is that like my whole thing is like my ideal, like I would love to just sort of imagine that she just like picked me up, and just put me on her shoulder, and was like, "You might now," and I go, "Yeah, okay, no problem. That's what we do." So where we going? I don't know what it is, but my ideal woman is a cave woman. Like just completely just like like Joey never really does it, but it's like, if she decides to ever just go like just completely cave woman, just completely like not feral. I don't want to say like primal or feral, but just go like, just be like, just don't care. That would be funny as heck to me. It's like going, yeah, it's like, you beautiful. I'm not your ideal one. Yes, you are. Oh my god. That's why I said, I did say specifically that if you decide to ever go complete cave woman, I would be okay with that, because I'd be like, she's living in freedom. She's living in her personal freedom, and I love it. I love that for her. Man, I'm always in the doghouse. Oh, my boy True is in the building. What is True? What, this is how Truett introduces himself in the chat now. Truett introduces himself in the chat like with this. Hey Lala, Manny is fetishizing Neanderthals. I am not. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in another tab right now. Just give me 1 second. One. That's so cool. He's just standing there. Well, I didn't. That's not what it was. Menacingly. What I'm saying is that like what I'm saying, and don't sweat it, JoJo. Virtually no one is with someone who's their ideal partner. That's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying at all. Oh my god, my body. Okay, so also my legs been like, also my like, I don't know what it is, but my legs been sleeping a lot lately. But that's probably because of the fact that I sit down kind of weird, or just because I'm fat. I don't know. Hmm. I'm walking home from work while watching this. I appreciate that, man. Thanks. So I take you had like an early shift today. Also, shout out to the 8 people that are in here right now. I like earlier, like a little bit, like maybe a few minutes ago, it was 2. Try not to get run over challenge. There you go. Don't get ran over. Please don't get ran over. Like we don't want no like I don't want to be responsible for the death of anybody on here. Man. So, but yeah, but how y'all doing out there? Everybody else y'all doing good? I know True's getting off from work, trying to relaxing. I like to think that Honey Bunny is also probably doing okay. That hairline though, we're all seeing something Manny never gets to see. God, man, this dude has got jokes for days from me, man. He is like, you're busting my chops right now. I give you props, you bust my chops. That's how we do it. Yes, my hairline is terrible. Yes, my hairline is terrible. I am fat and old. Leave me alone. I will always be ashamed of how I look. My ideal guy is romantic. Yeah, I am not her ideal guy right now because I am not romantic in the slightest. I want to be, but I'm just not good at it. And just so we're clear, yes, I will always be ashamed of how I look. So, yes. At least you have hair. Dudes, I went to high school with are balding and we're only 28 and 29. We said the same thing at the same time. What are you talking about? What did we say? What did I say? I literally just said I'm not romantic in the slightest. What? Yeah, it's like I am very like I said, I'm not good at romance. I am why would you want to be romantic, bro? You're good as is. Romance is corny. My girlfriend just said her ideal guy is romantic. Oh my god. My problem is that like I don't know how to. My problem is I'm not good at being romantic, and plus I'm broke, so it's like it only gets worse for me. It's only worse because I have like no money. Like I would like to be romantic. I would like to like do stuff like that, but it's like man, like guys, I'm not good at this stuff. I'm not good at this stuff, and I'm sorry about it. We love romance. We love romance. He wasn't romantic at all, and now he's a lover boy. Just make your woman happy. Yeah, like I said, I would that like I'm trying. I'm trying, but it's like if she hates me at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, yeah, but you're not her ideal man. You're what she's got. That is brutal. Don't do that, dude. You are not helping. Jovi and Maya are about to become like best friends, man. Jovi and Maya are about to become best friends. I. I have no clue what that is. Is that an emoji? God, I do not like. Ah, man, I do not like my physical appearance. God, this is what I look like all the time. It is what it is. All right, like Giovanna, she seems cool and sweet. Yeah, she is. She is. God, this is what I look like all the time. Jovi looks at this and thinks that this is attractive. God. I don't know what she sees, man. I really don't. But because just a quick reminder here, I'm also short. What's funny is you're actually an okay looking dude. I'm really not. Like I'm really not. Like I've gotten rejected more times than I've gotten like not rejected. Like women like and not well, I was told that women don't reject attractive guys. So I got like rejected. So if I'm getting rejected a bunch of times, it's like, yeah. I like I said, I have no clue what Jovi sees because whatever she saw, a couple hundred other girls didn't. What is funny? What is funny about that? That's what I was, all I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that like I was like I got rejected a lot. Attractive guys don't get rejected this much as many times as I did. Shit, I'm like I said, but the fact of the matter is that like I still have no clue what she sees, man. I just don't. Do you not reject guys just because they're good looking? Well, like, dang, holy crap, fair point, touche. All I'm saying is I go by what I've seen, and that was usually what I saw. So, and that's what somebody actually told me. I just went along with that. But the fact of the matter is that like I measure looks only get you so far. This coming from like one of the best looking dudes in the chat. But what I'm saying though is that like I still like okay, Jovi, real quick, if you're still up in here, where do you get that from, dude? Like you've never been rejected. You said that yourself. Give me 1 second. All I'm saying is that like I'm going by what I see. But it's like I said, I'm just now looking at myself and it's like Jovi sees this and think that this looks nice. Like how come like what is it that I'm not seeing that she sees, bro? That's gonna always mess with me now. I've rejected good looking guys. I'm having a like hold what huh? All right, so okay, good looking guys have approached you and you told them that you're not interested. That's what you're saying? Exactly. Okay, so like okay, did you have like a conversation with them and then you rejected them, or did you just reject them immediately? Like they just said hey and you were like no. Oh, they were very disrespectful. Okay. Well, that part I get, but what I'm trying to figure out is, bro, I look homeless and unkept. Seriously, I'm taking hippie levels of don't care. I don't get rejected because I don't approach women that way. I don't think I've ever seriously hit on a girl. Dude, that's an even bigger flex. That just means you are the man, you are the like dude, you are the Archduke of you're the prince of picking up. This dude's like, I don't. You don't approach women. So it's like you don't approach women that way. You don't. You haven't seriously hit on a girl, but you've had multiple relationships. That is swag out of the. That is career level swag. See, I know the ladies here would tell you looks alone don't get guys. Don't get guys girls, not girls that you wouldn't want anyway. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, that's a fair assumption, but what I'm saying is that like what I'm saying is that like okay, Joey, have you ever just like looked at a guy and was like, no? So you just like after just looking at them, that we all have a type. That part I get. I'm aware that I'm aware that we have a type. It's just that's just going over my head a little bit. I'm just a friendly guy. I don't try to approach women and get with them. I just feel like relationships should happen organically. Yeah, I get that. I agree with that. Not everyone has chemistry with everyone, and that part I get too. I'm just genuinely surprised that like it's because like I say, as far back as I can tell, it's always been looks. I'm weird if he's too conventionally attractive because I actually am less attracted. Huh? Wait, are you saying that you will decline somebody because they're too attractive? Also, most men just don't understand how to flirt properly. Yeah, I can believe that. Yes, I don't like them too cute. I don't understand. I don't understand. I know that's weird, but I just don't like it. I mean, I don't think it's not weird. It's just like it's not weird. It's just like as far back as I can tell. Like I said, growing up, every single couple I've ever seen is just like two attract two is always like either one of them is attractive or they both are. A lot of women feel that way. Some women don't like metro guys. What's a metro? Like a bus dude, like a dude who rides the bus, like that System of a Down song, "Riding in the metro." Yeah, that's not weird. That's not weird. It's just confidence versus being insecure about yourself. That part I don't believe in confidence. Like I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like a stickler or anything like that. I don't want to bust chops, but I do not in any fashion believe in confidence because it's like as far back as I can tell, it's always been about physical appearance. So I'm still kind of I'm still sort of challenging myself to unthink that. But yeah, the big C, I don't get it. It's not that I don't believe in confidence as much as like whenever you ask anybody what it is, everybody has a different explanation as to what it can be. It's like for some people confidence is money, for others it's looks, for others it's how you carry yourself, which is like but it's like whenever I see a guy who metro means a guy who really cares about his appearance to the point of regularly primping, but you won't approach someone if you're not confident. Yeah, I get that. It doesn't matter how often we tell him about relationships and attraction, he won't agree slash believe. In my defense, I see things different. Like when I go out into the real world, I see different things. I go out into the real world, I start to see different things, and I start to see people sort of like challenge this perspective. And the first thing that goes to my mind is there's no way this is but everybody else said But right now, like I said, I'm just listening. Ooh, good point. Feel good, you will attract more good in your life. That's the plan. That's what I'm trying to do. Actually, right now I'm just hoping that this toothache is actually kind of going down a little bit, so that helps. So there's that. But like, okay, so wait, so if a metro, so you're saying that a guy doesn't like, okay, so is there levels to how many times is too many times when it comes to a guy like that's what I'm looking for when it comes to a guy like grooming themselves? Like, is there such thing as over grooming? As far as a guy like taking care of the like, I really hate the fact that grooming now means like on one hand it means cleaning yourself, and on the other hand it means manipulating people. To like that's not. Uh, I hate that that's the term, but yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I do like my hair, but it's like I do like my hair, but I also know that like there's a good chance that I'm gonna try my best to do everything with it, but I do know that like I'm probably balding up top, and it's gonna probably be I'm gonna always look weird with my hair, but I'm just glad to finally have it because I didn't always have this, and I'm just trying to keep up with the little bit that I do have, even though I am ashamed of my hair. Like, but I'm also ashamed of like my body in general. I'm trying to overcome that a little bit. I'm the opposite about confidence. I'm more drawn to humility and uncertainty. I find vulnerability attractive because it's the opposite of things like vanity, arrogance, pride. That's actually granted. I'm a guy. Fair point. I see that side of the coin also. That's my whole thing is that like I don't think I've ever seen a lady who's not confident, but that's probably because I don't really encounter a lot of ladies like that. Like I wouldn't even know what a woman with no confidence would even like look like. But then again, I assume that it's not really a look as much as it's like a mood or a way. Sorry, I'm sounding distracted, but that's only because I'm playing this game. I also seem to attract partners who appreciate that about me. I'm the least confident person you'll meet. This is I feel like I'm learning new stuff about you every time we have a conversation, Megs. Like I really do like like that's like I would have because like like I said you got the swag in the bag. I just assume that you're the most confident. So that's always gonna that just went over my head a little bit. Oh, my ice is melting. I'll be right back. There's 70 y'all talking about yourselves.
I wouldn't want no swag whatsoever. I wouldn't want swag. Once you're comfortable with yourself, the world is your oyster. You exude that energy to others, and they pick up on that. I like that, Shiva. As the Gita teaches, know thy inner self. Thanks. I appreciate that. Martha Kaljun. I think I said that right. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, is it Martha Kaljun? Right? Is that how you say it? I'm trying to say thank you, but I think. Oh God, did I say it right? Because I think that's how you say it. But then again, she did say that the lady who taught me some Indian, she did tell me that like they speak different dialects over there. So I probably might have got that all the way wrong. But God, I forgot. I think there was a whole bunch of other stuff that she taught me, but I forgot different dialects in India. Yeah, that's like she taught me some words, but that's the only one that I remember, and I think that means thank you, but I'm not sure. We were thinking the exact same thing. So that's funny, man. I got that with True too. But yeah, like I remember like I had a coworker who was from India, and she taught me some words. She also taught me how to count, and I forgot old lady from India. It was like really cool, but she did like let me know, like there's multiple ways to actually say stuff over there. Like there's multiple dialects and multiple people. India is a big place. There's a lot of people over there. And I like going, it's not that. It's like India's not that big, right? And then she actually showed me India on a map, and I was just like, oh no, I didn't know how to like. She taught me how to count in the. It's not. I don't know. I don't think it's She told me the name of the dialect, but it was in. Is it Punjab? Okay, because I think it's because she also like she did it like it was you don't count like your fingers, you count your digits. So it was like I think it was I remember Punch and Cho, but I think Punch is 5 and Cho is 6. But I think it's air something Punch Cho. I'm gonna throw you, Megs. I'm gonna throw you, Megs. You're getting thrown. Hindi is the main language, right? Okay. Wait, I did? Okay, because it was okay, so it's air, I think it's Sa Panch Cho something else. I forget. I forgot. She showed me how to count to 10 in Hindi and I forgot. But yeah, like to this day, but I do remember Martha June, and I don't. I think Martha June. That means. I think Martha June. That means. Thank you, right? Sat. See, like I learned it, but it's just I learned it. It's just really complicated. Sat at. All right, because it's like air punch cho sat at. Don't stop. My carpet just started floating. I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw this dude. We're learning Hindi up in here, which I kind of do need to like learn too because like the majority a good bit of the internet is from India. So it's like if I ever did care about like getting demographics and like covering my base and stuff like that, I would definitely need to like get a hold of the Indian market. How many push-ups can you do? Probably like without stopping, probably like 20. I could probably do 30. No, like I ain't gonna lie, I would get winded, but I think I could knock out like 30. But my arms are like, I mean, I don't know if you noticed that, but my arms are tiny. Now things are getting interesting. I'm not doing any push-ups, man, because like I look goofy. I look goofy when I do them. That's a crazy question. Oh boy, really just came up in here with how many push-ups can you do? That is wild. Sure, I could probably. I'll say I'll probably do less than you. Now, deuce. All right, so air punch cho sat ant now deuce.
I'm gonna have to learn this stuff. I'm gonna have to revisit the dating conversation when I'm off work. That just means that means that I am in trouble some kind of way. Everyone looks goofy doing push-ups. Yeah, but I look extra goofy. But that's what I'm saying though. I will, but I do. What sort of work do you do, Joe? Oh, but I will say this though, like 100%, I will totally listen to a podcast if it's a lady who's in a relationship that's basically talking about how awesome, like talking about how awesome her boyfriend is. Because it's like I feel like that's the podcast that most dudes need to listen to because it's like, oh well, if he can get her doing that, then I can also do that and probably get a girl too. You know what I'm saying? Because that would just make more sense. Joey's at work. But yeah, like I said, Mr. Noor, I'm pretty sure I can do less push-ups than you. I'll say that straight away because no dudes want to hear a woman talking about another guy. My whole thing is that like, but that's I know, but my whole thing is that like it's probably the best advice that they're going to get. It's probably like I will say that's probably like the best advice they're going to get because the last thing dudes need to hear is another dude going, "Yo, man, these women are terrible and they don't look, they do women and bad women bad." You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's goofy, it's stupid, it's childish. But like my whole thing is that like if you can like get a whole bunch of guys to actually, but it's like if a whole bunch of ladies can like tell you, "Hey, this is how I got. Do that." Sure. I would love to hear women like, like talk about like how they ended up in the relationship that they're in. Like, and I don't mean like anything vague, like, he seemed nice, he said there's all this stuff and blah 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 blah. Now, I want to know specifically what he said. Dudes have this weird duality thing where they want women, but they don't actually like women. That part is very, very, very apparent. And I find that questionable. It's like, well, because the whole thing is that, like, I think it's just, I call it the artwork effect, whereas, like, guys view women as artwork rather than as, like, real people. It's like, because they see all these pictures of these beautiful women, and the first thing that goes on in their heads is that, like, that's all they are. And it's like, no, there's more to them than that. But it's like they see all these pictures of them, and when they know that women they like have a man, instantly sparks spite. That's the whole thing. Is that's the reason why that's one reason why I would like prefer if women actually like had like podcasts and stuff like that, and their podcasts could be like them talking about how they got into the relationship that they're in. Because one thing that we tend to forget, like they don't expect them to be actual people, and that's one reason why I say like the podcast idea. That's the reason why I'm suggesting a podcast idea because a lot of guys, the whole thing is that guys want advice on how to get girls, and there's like the best people that can tell you how to get girls are girls who got. They can tell you what it is that they can tell you what methods worked and what methods didn't work. As long as they're like, and they're the only ones who can tell you. Like a guy can't tell you how to get a girl because like guy can't really tell you how to get a girl because all they know is they only know like half of what happened. Like he could probably say, "Oh yeah, I got her because she was like just completely marveled at my twisted steel and sex appeal." And she's like, "No, he said a funny story about a duck once, and I just thought that was hilarious." For a lot of men, a woman's value is tied to their availability, which I just think is like that's weird. That's the whole thing, though. Is that like a lot of guys be like, "No, man, she wanted me because I'm a god, and because I'm a god and I have a whole bunch of money." And she's like, "Nah, man, it was just
And they could say, no, that's not why. If she's not available, she doesn't have anything to value or offer them. That's weird. That is weird. I mean, it's like, yeah, like that is kind of like how most guys are thinking nowadays, and that's a weird way to go about it. Like this era of dudes is kind of weird to me. Like I just got done having a dude tell me earlier that like masculine men are muscular, and I'm just like, so would you rather be in a? So would you prefer to be in a company of muscular men? And then he got all mad. Give me a second, y'all. I am multitasking over here for a lot of. Hold on. Now, if she gave the same advice but hide that she was in a relationship, then they would tune in to listen to her advice. Guaranteed. Ladies, I would listen. Like I said, I would listen to that podcast though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I do feel like, because my whole thing is that like guys will lie about how they got into a relationship, and they'll be like, yeah, she was with me because I'm a god among men, and women think that women think that I'm this perfect individual, and women be like, nah, dude, it's just nah, dude, you just said a funny story, and I just thought I thought you said a funny story or something like that. It could literally be just that, and it's like, dude, really? She didn't think you were a stud. She just thought you were hilarious. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would totally listen to that podcast because I think that would be kind of dope, and also it would be a change of pace from what the normal dating podcasts usually do. Most guys, though, I feel like that's more influencer culture than that sort of stuff. All I'm saying is the guys that used to talk to the guys that I used to interact with, they would literally try to make it seem like that they got the girl that they wanted simply because they were just this absolute god among men or whatever. It was like, it just like they would say stuff like, yeah, man, she wanted me because she saw my swag, she saw how perfect I was, she saw how awesome I was, and then she would probably like pop up from right behind them and go, no, it was because you said you like puppies, and he would be like, that's not what it was. But like, like I said, but then again, like a lot of the guys that I encountered are not the brightest people. But like, I mean, it might be influencer culture, but like from what I gathered, that's usually that's what I've encountered. So, but like I said, a lot of guys that I knew, not the brightest. So that's kind of another thing that sort of like goes against them a little bit. Darn it. I got Lance this sucker. This thing is getting menacing. just keeps punching me in the mouth. Shoot. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Dang it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. This is not a good feeling. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, man. All right, man. I know that I'm pretty sure if this is an abscess, I'm pretty sure I got it from shaving. And I'm pretty sure it's like my skin is basically saying, why would you do that? We like having hair here. How dare you? And it's like, I didn't shave it all off, man. My water don't really get that hot like that. How was your weekend? I exist. Nothing really went down. I was just like it was relaxing but also stressful at the same time. But like I got an email earlier from like one of the job prospects that I got, and I got something with that. Wait, the paint is on the outside? No. The paint is on the inside. But like I'm trying to like put something on it to like sort of calm it down because I can't lance it yet. Men really don't understand how and when to navigate the friend zone. That stuff is crazy good resource for potential relations, but most dudes are too incel brain to know how and why to be platonic. Yeah, man, that is. See, dude, this is what I say. Like you be dropping gems. Also, like I mean, you be saying stuff that makes sense. Like I would listen to your podcast if you had one. But yeah, my weekend was okay. Like I said, with the exception of this toothache and it's earache and it's, it's everything. Everything else is okay. Let me say that. All right. I actually had dang. But nah, it's inside. But like I said, I'm trying to apply like stuff outside too, just to make it feel different. But Megas, I'm just letting you know right now. I would like if you ever were to consider like doing a podcast, rinse with warm salt water. You mean like just take some warm salt water and just kind of you mentioned it being from shaving is why I asked. No, I'm thinking that is from I'm thinking that is from shaving. I don't know if it is or not, but like I do know that boils do I mean not boils, but like do boils form when you're shaving? Yeah, Jovi did tell me. I actually do got some salt, so I can do that. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Once again, there's 7 of y'all have been here. Okay, shout out to the 7, but so dude, give some hands in the chat real quick. I'm trying to like see who's all in here. Gonna soak that towel in the salt water for a few minutes. I hope you have salt. If you're out of salt, you're out of money. That's actually a really good way to. That's a good way to determine that. But yeah, like I said, 7 of y'all have been in chat. Who y'all? Reveal yourselves. True, you still here? I'm gonna assume that Maya left, but I'm gonna assume that Miss Christie stayed. But yeah, like I said, salt is very. I heard that salt is very valuable. What about the job? Like I said, I got something. I got something from an interviewer from a job I interviewed with earlier. Ultimately, like letting me know that they did like they're looking at my application again. So I like to think that that means something. You know, like I said, like I'm not trying to anticipate anything yet because anything can happen. But you know, a job I interviewed for did show interest. So that's something to look forward to. All right. Well, hello, Miss Chrissy. I assume that you're still working, so like, you know, just trying to, you know. Question for everyone: what's your favorite job you've ever had? Wow. All right. I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna answer that too. My favorite job that I ever had was being an extra for TV shows. I was an extra for Scream, and I was also an extra for. I was an extra for Scream for like 6 months, and I was also an extra for Thunderstruck for like I want to say like a couple of days, and easily that was like my favorite job I think I ever had. I think it was like, you know, all I like when I wasn't told to, hey, just walk from point A to point B in this movie you're going to be in. Then I was just like, my second favorite thing about it was just ultimately just like if I wasn't doing that, I was in catering or just hanging out with the other extras and playing video games and stuff like that. Like if I could, I would. If I could, I would make that my job. But like a lot of places don't really have like a lot of places aren't really making movies like that. So it's a challenge to just find gigs. But yeah, like my favorite job that I ever had was ultimately. Oh, True's still here. That's awesome, man. I'm about to take a call though. Hey, man, by all means.
Like I don't want to get in the way of your I don't want to get in the way of your day. But like, yeah, being an extra was definitely like my favorite job. Like if I could, I would totally go to like if I knew I could like live off of it, I would totally go to Los Angeles and like do that as well. If my passion wasn't professional wrestling. Yeah, it'd be tough to have a career being an extra. Exactly. I'm making your day. Thanks, man. That's all I want to do. Just like make sure that's. I don't want. I'd rather make somebody's day better instead of make somebody's day worse, right? But yeah, like definitely, like it'll be. It's hard. Like no, it's easy. It's hard finding gigs for being an extra because like as many movies as there are being made, like I think the thing that stopped me from being an extra last time was because I didn't have a car, so I couldn't go to New Orleans as much as I like to. Because like they was doing a lot of movies in New Orleans, and they needed me to go there, and I didn't have a car. See, Joe. See, I keep telling you. I keep telling you, baby. You got to phrase that better. You got to phrase it better. Oh my god, the love of my life, everybody. She's not Griselda Negro, okay? Shout out to the 10 likes, by the way. I really appreciate that, y'all. She's not Griselda Negro. She means dealing cards. She loves doing that though. She loves. You don't really look at my girlfriend just immediately like there's my girlfriend doesn't even look like a drug doesn't even look like she would deal in anything else. She's just too darn sweet. I was a dice and blackjack dealer in Mississippi. I was thinking, damn, she just got a whole lot cooler. No, no. This dude wild, bro. But no, like no, she but yeah, like I said, I was like being an extra was definitely like one of my favorite jobs. I also like the idea of kind of being I'm trying to think of another job that I genuinely enjoyed. I actually, as much as little as bad as the payment was over there and the circumstances that actually like came with it, I actually did like working at Nike, and it was just because of the fact that it was like, first of all, the actual work was not that it wasn't that challenging of a job, but like it was very but like I think the thing was that like it was really starting to help me get out of my shell a little bit because I didn't really like interacting with people like that, and I kind of had to. And the more I found myself having to do it, I started enjoying it. What's hilarious? I speak like an Italian when I speak like I'm trying to. That's me trying to be romantic. It's me trying to be romantic. I don't really know. Like I don't know if I'm like I feel like that's gonna like bite me in the butt later though.
That's gonna come. That's gonna come back to bite me in the butt some kind of way, though. I just know that. But I'm willing to take the hits. But yeah, like but like the rest of y'all though, remember Megas did ask a question. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that into the Q&A. What was your favorite job? There we go. Alrighty. I need y'all to see. Tell me if that is legitimate. Tell me if y'all see it. But Megas, also answer your own question because now I'm intrigued. Because like I assume that the job that you have right now is probably like at least one of your faves. I need to duck out for a bit. You all be well. Enjoy a great spring season ahead. I'm in. Yep, definitely. Another BR. Nah, yeah. Dude, skip that. I don't endorse Black Rifle Company. Man. Black Rifle Coffee. How you a right wing? How you a right wing coffee at? And you got the word black in the title. My favorite job was when I was an arcade manager in the mall. Oh, yeah, I forgot you are a gamer. It wasn't like challenging to take apart the machines and put them back together and stuff like that. Like you had to open up the machine to get the quarters out, right? Man, I miss mall arcades, bro. Just for the sake of novelty, they should just bring those back. I mean, we still have malls. The quarters fell into a bucket. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like you to and we barely have malls, but we still do have malls. That's the whole thing. It's like I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like the one thing I would probably bring back the malls in a big way and just bring in an arcade because there will still be people there who will go to these days because hey, mall arcades. But then again, like people are broke now, so it's like. Probably USPS in college. Like I believe, like I said, I don't want to believe that they're dying, but they're not dead. So it's like as long as like as long as I 100% do believe that like if you were to bring back, I do feel like if you could like bring back malls, like arcades will probably be the way to go about doing that. You wait, you were a mailman, Mr. King Joe Robinson?
Wait, were you the wait? Did you work in the post office or did you work as a mailman? Because USPS, I immediately think mailman. Hello, what's this? Oh, both. That's cool. That sounds fun. Man, I want to lance this thing so bad. It's getting on my nerves. If I stab myself on camera, that's probably not gonna do my channel any justice, though. 2 hours of delivering an assorted meal and then Attack on Titan for the rest of the shift. Are you serious? That is awesome. Okay, that sounds great. 2 hours of delivering an assorted meal and then Attack on Titan for the rest of the shift, bro. Every job should be like that, with the exception of the Attack on Titan part. Not a fan of that show, but I totally get it. Like you get a chance to. So it's like you got the work is short. I'm all for that. Heck, I also liked working at a warehouse. I was there was a very brief moment. I remember I was working at this warehouse, and like all it was just picking up stuff and putting it where it needs to go, and that was my whole day, just picking up stuff, putting it where it needs to go, and I enjoyed that. I fairly enjoyed that, but it was a temporary job, so I was only there for like a couple of days before I had to like go somewhere else. But while I was there, I should probably like include that. But I was only there for like a week because it was a temporary job. But that sound like I said, that sounds awesome. My last job was a warehouse job and was pretty easy. Exactly. Just standing was my con. Oh, well, you can stand for a long time, or was it that many? Was it that long? I hate work, so any kind of job that I can slack off for most of the day is my kind of gig. So, like business CEO, yes, that's right. I like yes that. So you would rather be like a business CEO, maybe like a guy in charge of stuff, or like doing whatever Elon Musk is doing, just stand in one spot doing repetitive but easy tasks. CEO is too much work. See, like I want to disagree with that, but I don't even know what a CEO does. So you got me there, buddy. Like, is there a job? Is it, like realistically, is there a job like that? Is there a job where you can just sort of like just sit and chill, and that be it? Because I do feel like that job I do feel like that job exists, but like it's really, really, really hard to find. Because like part of me used to think entertainer was that kind of job, like like being an entertainer, being somebody who security guard. Nah, man. If a place needs a security guard, that's because some craziness goes down. Both security guards, especially in a booth. It's like I want to believe that, but crazy stuff be happening at like wherever there's a security guard. There's always some foolishness going on.
Places need security because they need to have one to get insurance. What? Huh? Like that? Wait. I always thought that places just need security because stuff be crazy. I always assume that like places need security because people be crazy. Like if that's the case, then every job should have security. Every place of business should have security in it because every place needs insurance. Which, by the way, insurance is like I will always say I have a disdain for insurance, but that's only because I believe that insurance is a scam. Like the entire concept, like the concept of it is not a scam, but third party privatization of it is the scam. Just know I got beef with the insurance agencies. I could probably I would totally I feel like if I'm angry enough, I could probably do a wrestling promo about the insurance agencies. Ah, my goodness. Mm. Places that have security are places that require it for insurance. Not every place does require it, of course. Dude, like I guess because a lot of my jobs have a lot of my older jobs have like some kind of like shoplifter situation going on. So in my brain, I just sort of like, hello, what's this? Shoot, I'm sorry, y'all. I am multitasking. Oh, you're talking? Yeah, I'm talking about retail. I'm talking about retail. But also, I do also kind of believe that every job does kind of need security. But that's only because like we don't. People are crazy, dude. People are insane nowadays, and people like is only getting crazier. It's like people's like it's like people are apex predators. Humans are apex predators because humans' natural predator is probably other humans now. Warehouse health and safety manager usually chill too. So that makes sense. That checks out. That sounds kind of dope, actually. I would love to be a warehouse health and safety manager, but I would just like to work in a warehouse, honestly. Like I realize now, like working my jobs, I don't mind doing tasks. If I can do the task, I would rather just do a job that requires doing the task. They have security in retail because of the theft deterrent. I'm mainly talking about places that have a booth or someone making the rounds at night in a building. Okay. See, I never knew that. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that most buildings like that even needed even had insurance and stuff like that. I thought that most businesses they like do insurance, do like I don't know third party crap or something. So that kind of went over my head a little bit. Megs, you know a lot about businesses, bro. Same thing with lights. You notice they always have lights on in buildings that aren't occupied. No, I did not. I did not notice that because they require them to. Why do they require them to? What? Why is that? Why is that? That's different. I did not know this. One moment. Nope. Okay, never mind. Welcome home, beautiful. Welcome home, beautiful. How was your day at work? Well, if you even had a day, it's probably like one of those calm days. Maybe it was nice and chill. You can't have buildings that are unoccupied that don't have lights because it's just inviting criminal elements. That's a good point. That's true. Good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Dang, that's true. Hmm. Granted, this also depends on where you are. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Cause like, yeah, it's just that actually that makes a lot of sense. Like, cause I didn't even think about that, but yeah, like if you do have on a dark, it's like if some place is dark, it's like yeah, people will start going up in there looking, seeing what they can get. Hmm. By the way, am I lagging up? Because I just got the warning. Can I everything? By the way, thank you for not vaping. I don't vape, but you're welcome. But yeah, I mean, you're welcome. Not uh, glad. I'm glad to. I'm also glad to not vape. I know a lot of people who do, and it gets a little obnoxious sometimes. The text box changed from vaping to wait a minute. How often do you use that word for it to immediately go to that? I'm kidding. I don't think that that's your algorithm. But what the heck, man? Your phone is like, I feel like your phone is telling you something. But also, you're welcome for that as well. Well, that makes sense. Oh yes. Oh yes, that is very funny. Wow. Yeah, I think your phone's trying to tell you something there, buddy. My phone is afraid. Oh my god, bro, what? My phone is afraid. Your phone looking at you like, touch me again. Oh, that's great. That is funny. Do you see some Eddie Cott? Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but that is funny. Oh my god. What a country. or "Don't touch me again." I feel like you're gonna have to. I feel like you're gonna have a conversation with your phone. I guess you're gonna have to talk to your phone. Did you watch John Cena's promo earlier? I did not. Is it happening right now? Is Raw on right now? Because I thought it was on. I thought it was gonna be on later in the night. Also, he did a promo. I was kind of hoping that he would like do the whole silent thing. Europe tour, so it came on at 2 p.m. today. Wait, so is Raw on right now? No, it's off. Right. No, okay. Okay. So Raw just went off. I did not see the promo. I was like this wow. Okay, because like I did not wow, I went live when Raw was on. Baba Naba. Oh, you're doing it. Are you doing a John Cena theme song right now? The ba ba na ba. Wow, do I recognize? Oh my god, I hope that's not what you're doing because I would hate that I recognize that so well. Especially since wow, I nailed it. I nailed it. Especially because I did a video on Instagram basically like saying that you could like seek John Cena's theme song to They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. By the way, I'm trying to like do some. By the way, I am trying to like get Instagram famous too. So if you guys can go to my profile, follow my Instagram, and support the reels that I made as well. Um, you know, R.I.P. Drake's career. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I did not know that Drake was as famous as he was. Like, because as far back as I can remember, everybody I knew hated Drake. So I did not know that he was even that famous. I thought he was like actually more infamous than anything. So like when people was like talking about him, TikTok would be better. Yeah, well, my TikTok got taken away from me. Well, my TikTok got taken away from me, and I genuinely don't like TikTok anymore. So like I mean, like if you guys want, I mean, if you guys can, if you guys can, definitely like support my Instagram as well. Like let a brother know because I also like I try to do a lot of wrestling content on there as well, and I'm starting to like ask a lot of like wrestling based questions, and I would like for some engagement on that from like the wrestling fandom. But yeah, like me and TikTok, we don't hang out anymore. Cause like I said, when I got I think also you don't know girls like that. That's Drake's demographic. Oh, okay, okay, that's why. All right, that makes sense. That checks out. That tracks. But yeah, like I didn't know. Like I said, I did not know that Drake was as famous as he was because like I remember Peeps was like, "Cause you're gonna try to get your TikTok back." No, man, it's gone now. Like, because the person who hacked my TikTok, they took all my videos off of it and just started like putting in shop stuff. So like that account is dead. The good thing though is that like when I was on TikTok, it wasn't really a lot of like it's gone. But like the good thing though is that like a lot of my videos on TikToks were I call them my at the moment videos They weren't something that I was trying to like do. They weren't videos that I was like trying to like do like long term, not long term. They were like videos that I was just taking at the moment. You know what I mean? So like, for record keeping purposes, they probably would have been like hyper relevant. But like these are videos that like if I look back on them, I probably wouldn't remember the context of what I was doing for that video. So like it's not, like I said, nothing completely lost. So yeah, like I was, but yeah, like and also I'm kind of upset because I am kind of upset with TikTok because like when I did try to request my account back, they dragged their feet about it. So, it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I am kind of bummed out though because like during the last time that I had it, I had like a lot of followers on it. I had like 5,000 followers, and I'd have no clue. I have no clue what I even did for it. But yeah, like it was mostly. But yeah, like my videos were mostly for like at the moment videos, and it was now like it was mostly like what's what I'm looking for. Like it was mostly the site itself is just seems like a React thing. It seems like React content, and I don't do React content, so I wasn't really that invested into it. I just had it because I was curious about it and I wanted to try it out. I found myself liking it for a little bit of time that I had it, but I don't miss having a TikTok, but I am upset that like I didn't leave on my own terms. But like I said, that's why I still got Instagram. So, like I still have my Instagram. So, and it's on my profile. So it's like, if you guys ever decide that y'all want to support me on anything else, like I said, I want to say my Instagram, and like my Instagram, my Blue Sky, not my Threads though. Don't go to my Threads. My Threads are atrocious. But like, yeah, Instagram and Blue Sky. Maybe also my Facebook, since my Instagram videos go onto my Facebook, but that's just because Reels. But yeah, you're on Facebook as well. Yes, I'm on Facebook. I don't really use it that I'm not really using it that much right now, but that's only because I'm mostly like that's mostly there's the answer. What is the answer to what? But yeah, like I said, don't go to my Threads. Don't go to my Threads. It's atrocious. I'm heavily political on there, and I don't intend on stopping. You answered right as I asked. I try to answer questions as quickly as possible. That is such an anime moment. You answered your question as soon as I asked. Are you hiding something? Try to get my Chuck humor on. But yeah, shout out to you guys for like sticking around though. I really appreciate it. I can't believe I was like on here the entire time Raw was on. I'm kicking my own butt about that one. I also didn't know that John Cena did a promo. I didn't see it. Like I said, I was on here the whole time. But yeah, but I do. Well, once again, I do kind of want you guys to like, if y'all can, maybe also support like like I said, my Instagram and my Blue Sky. Like I said, if you can,